What is up, YouTube? Just coming on to you about Golovkin and Steve Rhodes. If you've never heard of Steve Rhodes, don't worry, nobody has. Steve Rhodes, good record Canadian guy. He's 35 years of age, 19-0 going into this fight with 10 knockouts, but he's fought absolutely nobody. He debuted in 2011 and he's only had 19 fights in 8 years, so that'll pretty much tell you his level. In saying that, it was chance of a lifetime for Steve Rhodes. You know, if he was to do what Andy Ruiz, not that Andy Ruiz and him are the same level, but if he was to make a shock decision against Golovkin, it would obviously change his life, and I'm sure the money he got paid to fight Golovkin would have changed his life as it was. It probably was the highest purse, or even all of his purses combined, and this purse would have been more than all of his other purses combined for his previous 19 fights. So he's up against Gennady Golovkin. Of course, Gennady last time out against Canelo back in September. This is his comeback fight. It was on the zone in Madison Square Garden, middleweight, 12 rounds. Of course, no Gennady Golovkin fights go 12 rounds usually. Gennady going into this was 39 wins, 35 of those by knockout. Very impressive, of course, knockout ratio. One loss, that was to Canelo, and one draw, also to Canelo, both decisions. So in that, of course, the two Canelo results are disputed. Which side of the fence you're on, I don't know, but anyway, this is his first fight, so almost, well, what's that, about 8-9 months out. So, you know, a bit of a while out. You know, he's 37 now. Is he getting past it? Canelo, of course, if they do a rematch, isn't gonna do any worse, because he's only in his 20s still. So time is run out for Gennady Golovkin to right what he feels is a wrong. His new trainer for this fight, Jonathan Banks, taking over from Abel Sanchez. A lot of changes in Gennady Golovkin. He's with the zone as well. So yeah, so it started off first round, nothing in it. Just the usual first round, feeling it out. Second round, you know, not that anyone was expecting it. Steve Rhodes came out and actually clocked Gennady Golovkin with some very, very good punches and a very impressive first round, you know. Again, you wouldn't have expected it before the fight, you know, but he was obviously seeing it as his chance in a lifetime, and he gave it his all in the second round. Third round, Gennady Golovkin stamping his authority on it. You know, still something coming back from Steve Rhodes, but you know, it was definitely superior ring prowess and punches, array of punches from Gennady Golovkin in the third round. Fourth round, what can you say? That was the end of it, really. Gennady caught him with some very good shots. A very unusual hook, except it was coming from, you know, a hook usually comes from down to up. This was up to down. Caught him on the top of the head. He's obviously used that punch before as well, of course. Then connected with some good shots, and then an impressive knockout. There's no way, you know, you could tell by the way Steve Rhodes fell straight on his face. He wasn't getting up. You know, he did a good attempt to get up, but you know, he realised then what he was in, and it was a different class. If you wonder what this is behind me, that's my dog just getting ready to kill me. But impressive stuff. Steve Rhodes gave it his all. Maybe he might get another shot against somebody else a bit lower level, but still a good payday for him. So, you know, no damage to his career, and impressive comeback from Gennady Golovkin. How impressive, I don't know, because obviously Steve Rhodes, nobody knew about who he was before this. It was like just basically like a Rocky Balboa thing where he gets the call and he's a nobody, you know. So it was that situation. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out like the movies for Steve Rhodes. So what's next for Gennady Golovkin? Only one name on his mind. He called him out, Canelo, in September, both with the zone, so quite possible that'll happen. Andrade is there for whoever wants him if that fight doesn't happen, of course. But I'd say with the zone losing all the heavyweight title belts to Al Heyman and Premier Boxing Championship and Showtime, obviously there's going to be a rematch there, but I'd say the Zone will be pushing for Golovkin and Canelo to fight sooner rather than later, because they need the big fights to stay on top. So I would say that will happen in September, and hopefully it does. You know, trilogy, probably the best fight out there in middleweight that anyone has any interest in. You know, with Saunders moving up to super middleweight. Not many other fights out there, if you ask me, at that level. So I'd say that is the fight to make for the Zone, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe, send me whatever you want in the post. My address is 123 Fake Street, Dublin, Ireland. Of course, that isn't my real address. Okay, talk to you later, YouTube. Good luck.